Lionel Messi, the actual GOAT. What the fuck? See, now every single signing that I make after this just won't look impressive at all. Like, be real with me for a sec. Do you care about Adam Stechskal signing on a free Polish second choice keeper? No, you don't. I guess Mark Guiu from Barcelona's kind of cool, right? Outside of these lot, nothing really major happened in the transfer window. We signed Franco Carboni to replace Matson, as well as Lindstrom on loan from Napoli, and then Gabri Veiga on loan from Al Ahly. Honestly, I'm collecting these money-chasing, failed Spanish wonder kids like Pokemon cards at the moment. Fucking, I'm on some Thanos shit, mate. My heart was shattered into a million pieces when we sold David Gill to Valladolid for a whopping £1 million. My son Lucas and Ike Villa both left out on loan. Going into deadline day, there was one lad that wanted to sign, and that was Profundi. I'd sold Svedberg to Wolves because he was being a little bitch, and I actually agreed the terms with Profundi, but we just didn't have the money at the time. And in the end, we lost out, and he decided to sign for Wolves. What the fuck?
Are you taking the fucking piss?
Why have they signed both Svedberg and Profundi? That makes no sense. In the end, I ended up just settling with Franco Franco. Yeah, that'll do. Season started perfectly, with a Savio goal and a Messi strike on debut, sandwiching a brace by big Luca Bacchio to breeze past Vigo 4-1. Bums were squeaking against Elche, in a game that was a lot closer than it really should have been. Savio absolutely turned up against Granada, destroying them completely with a hat-trick in a 5-0 bumming before...
Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
Tragic. Beating Cadiz was cool, and I mean, have a look at this penalty.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Sadly, Messi couldn't help us against Vallecano. He could score against Barcelona, but it wasn't enough. Fermin Lopez scored before Leo, and Ferran Torres scored after, about 40 minutes after. It was the Leo show against Osasuna, and his goal against Sociedad made the difference. Now, I've spoken a lot about Messi at the moment, but Savio was on absolute flames to start the season. Goals and assists left, right and centre before he got absolutely victimised in the game against Sociedad. 4 months out with injury. Fucking hell, man. Franco finally bagged himself a La Liga goal, as well as Pessi, before the league form really started to go to shit. Beating Bilbao barely made up for losing to Alaves. We drew 2-2 twice, which was underwhelming. Game recognised this game. And that happened before our pants were completely and utterly pulled down against Atletico Madrid, and we were spanked 5-1. All this disappointment had us sat 6th in the league. We lost to Getafe, a very honest, innocent, kind to their missus Getafe. Veiga announced himself with a brace versus Tenerife, meaning Adolfo Gaet's goal was simply a consolation. We randomly decided just to absolutely torch Elche. Veiga twice in 2 minutes before a handful of other lads scored. Daniel Terran scored his first for the club. It's wholesome. Look, the fixture list for the UCL this year wasn't actually that bad, but we nearly made an absolute meal of it. Now, if you're a fat bastard, please don't lick the screen, the roast in it isn't real. We got comfortably tucked in by Liverpool and Leipzig. Slapping Maccabi Haifa was a given, Franco proving himself to be a UCL merchant, and Alfonso scoring a peach. We somehow managed to lose to Sparta Prague, and drawing to Salzburg was ropes. We were so close to dropping out, and with Roma, Juventus and Rangers left, it was going to be a proper tall order. However, Messi opened the scoring, alongside Veiga and Sanchez, who scored his first for the season, to beat Roma. Vlahovic made me very nervous, but Franco tied it up almost instantly, and in the dying embers the GOAT stepped up and won us the game. Rangers didn't really pose a huge threat, and we somehow dragged ourselves into 12th place, which, by the way, is a fucking miracle. And you know, after all of that hard work, beating these good teams, you might hope for like a nice draw, but no, we got Barcelona again. Honestly, I hate playing these lot so much. Before that, we'd lost to them in the Super Cup, as well as Las Palmas in the league, because dropping points is just what we do. I mean, at least we won in the Spanish Cup. This was the point in this La Liga season where I kind of fucked everything over. La Liga registration says you can only have 3 players outside of the EU registered. Harwood Bellis and the 2 Brazilians filled up that quota, so I probably should have thought about that before I signed Wing and Newerton. To fix it, I unregistered Nino and sent him out on loan to Cadiz, and I think I'll probably sell him next season, he's getting on a bit. I had to flap to secure the signing of Unsoki for backup. I signed Pereira too, but he isn't EU either apparently because, oh yeah, fuck knows. But I sent him out on loan to PSV. Soler left too on loan because he kept complaining, and Condrady went to Lille. Nuno Tavares came in from Young Boys, escaping the Wankdorf. He replaced the outgoing Pedroza, who was sold to Alkmaar for a couple £1 million. So basically what I've done is sold all of the midfield backup and our defenders too, because Ehrlich also went out to Almira. Guiu got a loan to Levante, and we've got a bid farewell to Dodi Lukebakio. Great baller for us, and I hope he has fun at West Ham. 3 games this season, we've held 3 losses to Barcelona in 3 separate competitions as well.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
So a first leg winner by Armada was very welcome to give us the advantage. What was even more welcome was a brace of braces in the second leg, 2 from Lamar and 2 from Renato to put Barcelona to bed 4-0 in the knockouts. Shit! I won't give hope to you though, lads, because we just drew City. Stone's goal was a difference at home and we were easily defeated at the Etihad. At least we scored though, you know, that's a positive. February was a checkerboard in the league. 2 shambolic losses to Las Palmas and Almira being the low points, with wins against Vallecano and Osasuna that were alright, I guess. March saw us catch hands from Sociedad, my boy Cubo scored and Subamendi put the nail in our coffin. The 3-1 loss to Madrid actually galvanised us a little bit. We got the job done against Cadiz and Levante with 2-0 wins against Alves and Bilbao that were also very helpful. We played Barcelona for the 6th time this season, which is fucking stupid by the way. Fati scored first because he has my absolute number, but Leo Longcock Messi equalised and rescued us a draw. Atletico were next, and I was quivering like a PTSD patient after the last game, but the victims became the victimisers. Everything went our way, and we absolutely battered them by 5-1. We still lost to Getafe and Valencia because it is the history of Zabig Keith, and we nearly bottled against Villarreal, and going into the final day we were 6th in the league. Despite Puig's early goal, we remembered that we hate winning and conceded twice, but a red card let us back in and Lindstrom tied it up in the 80th minute. Going into the 92nd, I threw everyone forward and Renato Sanchez rescued us the winner in the last minute of the game to send us all the way up the table into 6th.
Y'all are trash.
Yeah, I signed actual Lionel Messi and finished 6th in the league. I should honestly never play this game ever again. There's a lot of promise in this thin squad. Savio and Almada were great this season and Franco seemed like a good prospect. I messed it up in January, so I just need to stabilise before the start of next season. Thank you again lads for watching this and have a good one.